You're not gonna be able to.
I don't understand what's happening to me.
What is going on?
I have no idea. Has this ever happened before? Can't handle
Get your shit together.
So we recently pulled back the curtain on our top 5 favorite whiskeys.
Right.
We asked the Magnificent Bastards in the comments what are the top 5 things that you're currently drinking, what's your favorite, what's the most popular. So these are the most popular whiskeys amongst our whiskey-loving community. The number 10 though.
Number 10.
What do we got?
Classic
Laddie.
Okay, all right. So
The reason that this whiskey is so good is because it's actually baby blue colored. Most people don't know that.
That means it's a lie. I knew it.
we have an Islay Scotch right out of the gate. Now we say Islay, a lot of people are going to be thinking about smoky, peaty.
hefty.
Not necessarily in this. I mean,
Unheated.
obviously malty, but
Yeah.
It smells like a blueberry bagel to me.
yeah, I was about to say
nice.
fruity. I was about to say fruity, but definitely blueberries.
I've never heard blueberry bagel before. That's a good one. I can see what you mean by that. Like now I'm thinking like
Untoasted.
muffins and
Yeah.
like bready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Untoasted bagel.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going in.
Okay.
Oh man, it's kind of bitey and fresh, even though it's not peated. It's very zesty.
Yeah, it's actually sweeter than I remember.
Yeah.
I was expecting a little bit more, not medicinal, that's too strong of a word.
You know.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Does this remind you of when you were in Scotland at Laddie?
Yeah, it does.
It does.
I was there.
Yeah. Do you agree that in the top 10 spots,
Yes.
this is a worthy contender?
Absolutely.
Especially if we're talking about things that a lot of people can get their hands on.
Yes, no question.
Yeah.
Belongs.
I agree, that's a beautiful
Yeah,
whiskey.
it's yummy.
And it's not surprising that it's a favorite amongst a lot of people.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm now watching for the water aggressively. Because I know safety's a thing and I didn't want to take you out in public to a restaurant.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Number 9, as you pull this out,
Yeah.
I like doing lists that are created by the community because it means a lot of people can get their hands on it. That's one of the
Yeah.
trickier things that you and I have to try and navigate because there's stuff that, we'll put together favorites lists, but oftentimes
Yeah,
you
can
can't
you get in?
Yeah, but you know if a lot of people are saying this is a favorite, you're gonna be able to get your hands on this stuff. What's the next one? Number 9 there. Elijah Craig Small Batch.
Elijah Craig, small batch, but specifically
Yeah.
barrel proof.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A higher proof. This one, as a matter of fact, is 130.6.
That's about as high. I mean, I've seen 140, I guess, but that's extremely high.
12-year-old Elijah Craig, batch A118.
That honey, that oakiness, and that cherry-covered oak. Well, the proof, of course.
And you're definitely getting the char, not
Yeah.
just the tannin.
Yeah. What about Brianna? What do you
It's
got?
a little like crispy vanilla, like ashy-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
That charcoal character in the
Yeah.
Slightly burned marshmallows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when it starts to get flaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as high as the proof is, there is like a nice velvety richness to the body of that. It's not sharp and pointy across the board.
It's not. It doesn't deter you from it.
Oh.
That's
Hello.
wow.
That's charring.
I know it's
Yeah.
it's like 1:30, but it feels this is the first thing I've had to drink today.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling a little bit of a hello.
I don't mind whenever something gets really high in the proof, as long as the flavors keep up.
And they do.
Yes, the flavors are definitely keeping up.
All the dense brown sugars and the sweetness of that is really crawling. Yaka, you all right there?
That wakes you up though.
Yeah.
That feels good.
That's breakfast whiskey. It's like if you drizzled brown sugar mixed with honey across antique furniture and then put it in a glass on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then torched it.
All right, we're on to number
7, 8, 9, 8.
8. We're on to number 8 because counting is a thing. And we get to do Laddie twice because they voted up 10-year-old Port Charlotte.
Okay, all right.
Those bastards.
I approve. This has made it in my current top 5 most favorite whiskeys.
Yeah.
We've probably done episodes where we ask the community, hey, what's your favorite scotch, bourbon, whatnot, but things shift and change over time. That's why we always say current with asterisk. I'm curious to see what new contenders are floating into this list.
But this one shows up every time.
I don't really feel bad about that.
Yeah.
This, I think, is obviously smoky. There's a tremendous amount of smoke there, but you don't have to be an uber nerd to be able to pick out some other stuff that's not the smoke. So it's still very present,
Honey
but
cream.
Honey cream.
Yeah, like
Oh, there's the
Oh,
cream.
yeah, so the other day I had a honey latte, which was just basically a latte where the
Yeah.
sweetening was honey. But you can it tastes like honey.
How impressive is it to get a note like a cream note to show up in a smoky
Smoke,
scotch?
yeah.
Right?
That's what
Not
makes
common
it so
for
good.
noobs.
Not common at all.
Yeah. All right, we're moving on, but to number 7.
That was 7? Right.
Seven.
That was 8.
So,
We're on 7.
I was so sure.
Yeah.
Really? No, we've done 3.
Oh, you know what?
I was right. I was right.
Oh.
I went
was
backwards.
right.
What?
Oh,
I went
son of a
backwards.
bitch.
Why? How?
Because I was counting down by 3 and I counted the wrong direction. So number 8 again.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
All right.
Let's bring the ones up that you messed
Yeah.
up, and then I'll just get a close up on the bottle and just say what number it actually is. And I
When
can
we're done with
base it.
everything.
No, just do it now.
Number 1.
That's number 10.
10.
Or 10. Number 10. Jesus. Now I'm all kerfuffled. Number 9. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
Hell yeah. The thick boy.
Which one did we already do? The
Here
poor
it is.
Charlotte. What was that?
That's 3.
Number 3.
No.
Caught it.
All of our brains
ready?
are melting.
Number 3. Port Charlotte 10-year-old.
So, if you're gonna summarize this experience as the noise, what would the noise be?
This experience?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I know there's a piggy too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Number 8 is Wild Turkey Rare Breed, which happens to be
Yes.
my preferred wild turkey.
So very often people are showing the love for the Wild Turkey 101.
Which is great.
In the comments, it was like head to head. This one won by like one extra person.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Your
yeah,
vote
yeah.
does count.
It
no,
does.
No, it really does. Yeah.
Or my counting was wrong.
Well,
Also a possibility.
yeah. Now this is a little bit fancier. How do you think it compares to the 101?
It's, to me, it's a little bit, even though it's higher proof, this is strange, it's softer.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I'm still getting sort of that herbal sort of bourbon, dry corn, dust, and herb.
I was gonna say cornbread.
Yeah.
It's giving me some cornbreadiness.
Yeah.
Like the sweet cornbread?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting how it is higher proof and it is softer on the nose though. Maybe
Yeah.
on the taste it'll be different, let's see.
Oh, there it is. It doesn't punch as hefty as the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof
Yeah, it
did.
disappears quickly, but it's nice.
If you put honey and cherry in a blender.
Oh yeah, I didn't get that cherry until.
That cherry's on the after.
Yeah, just now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's weird.
This is just a beautiful bourbon.
That's a pinky in the air, bro.
Yeah, it's a cutie.
Pinky in there, you think? Pinky in there, bourbon?
It's kind of cute.
I would follow this one on
Yeah.
Instagram.
It's very respectable.
thirst trapping.
They're probably doing like, selfies in fields.
Just a
Yeah.
thong coming up the back of the bottle.
That's the wrong one.
It's a very interesting choice of a tramp stamp. It's the government warning.
The next up on the list, which will be number 7.
Allegedly.
I skipped one.
Oh, balls. Damn it.
Did you really?
I'm trying to read it from a distance, and I totally skipped one.
Just put the phone up
I
there,
know.
man.
Alex,
One, actually.
I just need to apologize.
What is going on?
I have no idea. Has this ever happened before? This is actually number 4, Wild Turkey.
What the hell?
I feel a little embarrassed.
In the order that we recorded this,
Yeah.
that's the order it's coming out.
Jesus.
Highland Park 12.
Highland Park 12 is a number on the list.
I am,
Probably 8.
I am.
We've said 8 like 7 times.
I don't understand what's happening to me.
This is an interesting whiskey. It's very unique in its presentation. There's not a lot of other whiskeys like it.
Yeah, because it has all of that super phenolic version of sherry, but it also has all the plums and fruits.
Yes.
But it is peated. So unlike all the other sherried scotches that we recommend that are just a sherry explosion, this has smoke.
Right. but
Apple or
also-
glendronach.
It's often one or the other. You either have like the really sherry, dark fruitiness, or you have on the other side, like the Islay, the really smoky, earthy, briny, burnt ends, meaty type of quality. This is bringing those worlds together, and you can find elements of both in a really beautifully complex and nice whiskey.
So what number was this?
Eight.
Technically,
It's all 8. It's
When in doubt,
This
8.
is actually 8.
Yeah, technically it's 8. That's what I'm saying. Oh, God. This is why I was laughing.
it's never gonna end.
Then you take your sip, and there's that kind of nice, delicate, dusted smoke like you would black pepper
Yeah.
on a soup.
The smoke is a lighter touch than the fruitiness.
All right, we're moving on to number 7. This is actually number 7. Buffalo Trace. Although
It does have number 6.
from a previous episode.
Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace.
This is.
You're spilling everywhere. Are you okay?
I was laughing.
Are you okay?
This has been a very popular whiskey for a long time. A lot of people think of it as overhyped because it's been so popular for so long. But you get into it, it's like, look, it's probably overhyped a bit, but it's popular for a reason. Much nicer, like a fresh vanilla on here.
And a little more grassy.
There is a vanilla.
Yeah, I was gonna say eucalyptus, but grassy tracks too, yeah.
Not as much of those darkened sugar notes like the molasses or the brown sugar that we found on the other 2 bourbons.
Yeah, and there's like a sweet Fuji apple note
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah, kind of zesty. Oh, it drinks so friendly. It's just Honey Nut Cheerios and
Yeah.
I get that apple on the taste off.
Yeah,
more than
the
else.
light honey mixed with the Fuji apple juice there.
yeah, that's good.
It's nice.
That's really nice.
That is nice.
This is such a crowd pleaser. At a certain point, whenever people are getting deep into whiskey, they almost want to reject the crowd pleaser stuff and get something a little bit more exotic and unique
Don't
to
do it.
add to their list. But this is it's
Crowd
still,
pleaser for a reason.
It's a nice whiskey. Yeah. It came in at number 8.
That sounded like you were crunching ice for a second. Yeah, that's bizarre.
I just want to squeeze your cheeks into it, Alex.
All right. No.
You're not gonna be able to.
Big thanks to Manscaped for sponsoring this episode. If you're not familiar with the Manscaped, don't be gross and weird. So whether you've used it before or you're brand new to the Manscaped, crafting the situation on those family jewels, this is the instrument of choice, the accoutrement for the little bing bong. Inside the 10-part Platinum Package 4.0, you got the lawnmower, you got the weed whacker, you got the various the toners and deodorants just to make it oh so good. The proprietary advanced skin-safe technology. Don't be taking out chunks of meat. You need every bit of meat that you can get. Why is it that the ladies only get the landing strip? I, for one, think it's time for equality. Men, let's see your landing strip. Send them to Alex at tighten up that situation. You're gonna look like a freaking stud. Look. Go to manscaped.com to get 20% off your order plus free shipping whenever you use the code WhiskeyTribe. You're welcome. The things we do for you. Don't show Alex pics at Do not send him pics at Alex at Don't do that. That's not something you should do to Alex at
That's definitely number 6.
Oh.
Green spot.
Yeah, there was somebody that was saying they're surprised this wasn't in your
Top
5.
No, I know, and it could have been.
But you did the dingle.
I did the dingle.
You just wrapped your little fingers around that dingle and walked it in here.
Yeah, as much as this is crowd pleaser and accessible, I can finish this. As much as this is accessible and kind of approachable, damn it, I gotta wrap my hand around that dingle. Green Spot has notes of coconut and green apple, which is ironic.
Wow.
The name.
Yes, they do.
Absolutely.
So hard.
Honey and shortbread cookie.
Yeah,
So-
it's a toasted coconut.
Yes.
Yeah. And honestly,
Yes.
I don't get that every time.
Yeah.
Coconut cream pie. That is
Yes.
so good.
I always think of the banana boat
Yes.
sunscreen.
All right.
Right.
Yeah.
That is approachable,
That feels
enjoyable.
It's not going to be for everybody, but with this kind of proof and presentation of flavors, this is the kind of whiskey that I could drink as aggressively as water, which is kind of, it's a dangerous thing. Zero burn, zero bite. I could chug it as like it was just chugging this glass of water.
Yeah, it's nice and delicate.
Dangerous. Number 5.
Number 5.
Legitimately is one that Rex won't like, so I'm just gonna pour it for me and Brianna.
Well,
Okay.
no,
Yeah.
It's the Ardbeg Uigedail.
Uigedail. Yeah, you
so-
don't need that name.
this is how I know the whiskey tribe speaks my love language, because of all the Ardbegs, of which there are many. The Uigeadail, that is my favorite Ardbeg.
Yeah.
The Uigedail.
The Uigedail.
Uigedail. Uigedail.
Yeah, that's good.
Uigedail. Uigedail.
Some crackers.
Uigedail. Uigedail.
So creepy.
Do it.
No.
Uigedail. Uigedail. That is nice.
Oh, man. It's got all of that briny, seaweedy salt and smoke, but it's also got honeyed apricots. and
Yes, this is
With
going to
some
be
jerky.
mango.
This is a
Some beef jerky.
thicker layer of peat than the Port Charlotte 10. This has that more smoky, almost
It is more
burnt
like oily.
like a meaty burnt end in barbecue. Yeah.
Oh man, and the nose matches the palate almost exactly. It's one of those scotches that is a full cohesive experience all the way through.
Yes.
Right? I can't believe you really love these. That's a big transition.
I know.
From the early videos.
I've come a long way.
Yeah.
So this is whenever you're not trying to pussyfoot around with the flavors.
Yeah, no pussyfoot.
No pussyfoot.
I mean, you're not out here pussyfooting.
You remember when you had this in Scotland? It's good,
Why do you
right?
have to do that to me?
But we made sure to Zoom with her every day, FaceTime, and show her around.
Yeah.
Remember all the FaceTimes we did from Scotland?
No, we didn't FaceTime at all.
Number 4.
We're on 4?
We already did. It's wild turkey rare breed.
The Wild Turkey. So the real number 4 is something we already did.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
Number 3?
is something we already did.
Yeah, we already did. That was Port Charlotte 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number
That's a
2.
good one, yeah.
We don't have
What?
Lagavulin 16.
I think for us to have been as convoluted as we have been in this episode, we have to have a Lagavulin 16.
We do not have a Lagavulin 16.
Why can't we have a Lagavulin 16?
Because it's been out for almost a year in Austin. I've had multiple people on the lookout, multiple store owners. I'm on lists for like when it comes in, can you get it? Do you have a Lagavulin 16?
Did you bring a
don't
Lagavulin 16?
Hey, don't you have it? Oh, did you? Yes! Did you get more than one?
Why would I get more than one?
Because.
I don't buy whiskey, I drink whiskey.
Yes!
Yeah!
Oh, thank you.
Well-
was it at Specs?
We didn't have the classic Laddie.
Right. So you went to Specs.
Yeah, because you checked and said I'll have the classic Laddie. Well, they also had that.
Dude, I checked Thursday.
Yeah.
I went to Specs in Belterra on Thursday.
hold on.
They had
That's
8
not-
empty slots.
So this was, I don't know, like 120 or something?
Yeah, this is number 2 on the list. That's really exciting because we've had to change our class tastings for whiskey level 1 and 2 and 3. What are you doing?
I'm saving you a little. You haven't paid for it yet.
Jesus.
When it comes to the Isla scotches there, the single malts,
Yeah.
the whiskey that's going to be wearing a smoking jacket in the room,
Yeah, it's definitely the Lagavulin 16.
it's the Lagavulin 16. And we just got fresh off the heels off the Uigeadail. This is less smoky.
Way more subtle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. God, it makes me feel like I'm in like a room with leather couches
Yes.
and an old bookshelf
Yeah.
with knowledge and wisdom, and there's fresh ribs waiting for me to eat.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of like a fresh pear quality in terms of the fruitiness.
It's been a long time since I had a pear. Oh, that's glorious.
And most of the peatiness shows up on the halfway through and towards the finish.
This should be an introductory smoky whiskey because the smoke is so gentle, so approachable. Did you know that Australians' biggest export is boomerangs? Also, their biggest import.
Nice.
Really?
Dude.
Oh,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I have to go home after that.
This is legitimately number 1, definitely not number 8.
Oh, okay. Number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Redbreast 12.
Redbreast 12.
That was really the number 1.
This is one of 2 Irish whiskeys. We had the Green Spot and the Redbreast. And again, I would put this what's in the category of what's Buffalo Trace is in bourbon. I think Redbreast is in Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
Very approachable, very easy to love. You got the vanilla, the shortbread cookie, a proof that's not going to smack you around too much. I usually am reaching for like the cask strength because the flavors get cranked up to 11, but it gets also, for some people, a little bit too ethanol forward at that high of a proof.
I actually like this better than the cask strength. I keep coming back to this one, but I don't come back to the cask strength. Over that sherry combo.
It's fruit and vanilla and shortbread,
Yeah.
a dusting of nutmeg.
It is interesting though. I normally get more shortbread on the cask strength than I do
Yeah, but
on
you're
this.
10 deep now.
Maybe you're right.
I'm 6.5 deep.
I don't know where we are anymore.
You know. Hold on, I need a moment.
What did you say?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
Berries and cream in the palate too. Way more. Can't handle
Get
myself.
your shit together. Get your shit, put it in a bag, and get it
Set it on fire.
You are crying.
It's fine. It's fine. We're done with that now. We're moving on because we're professionals. Giving professional insights into these delicious whiskeys. Okay, and the more you go back to it, the more the vanilla holds strong. Daniel, say words now. Of all the places we went to in Scotland, where would you live?
Oban, actually.
Me too. Oban,
Yeah.
or if I still, if we're still raising kids, Port Ellen.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, and that's on Isla.
Right.
But it's kind of like Mayberry meets,
Scottish
old
Island.
world Europe. Yeah.
Yeah, I could do Edinburgh. I really loved Edinburgh.
See, if I was-
Cool. That's so cool. Me too.
Where would you live?
Nice. Okay.